And then I took it a step further and I asked chiropractors, I asked every chiropractor in this room, how do you want to be defined? Yeah, my chiropractor's all right, he can crack your neck. Or you got to go see my chiropractor. Chiropractic is a gift from your soul to theirs. And as a gift, it should be the finest example of who you are. Ever. Lona talked about it earlier. When you make an adjustment, you absolutely have no clue what's going on in there. I believe I get to spend a little more time with you at the end of the day today. We're going to go deep on what that means. But I want you guys to start thinking differently. We start talking about chiropractic, and there's so many different avenues. And, and I listen to speakers, and I speak all over, and I listen to them, and I listen to chiropractors, and all they want to talk about is social media marketing. I won't do it. Sam, I almost cussed. I'm getting so sick of the social media crap. And here's the other problem we have. There's no damned intention behind the adjustment. It's like, did I hear it? You feel better? I got one for you. This is going to rattle your cages. Raise your hand if you've ever asked a patient how you're feeling. Don't lie to me. Raise your damn hands. You're practicing medicine without a license. We don't care how they feel. Once I did a consultation, I asked them, tell me what's going on. After that initial consultation, I never ever ask a patient, how you feeling? Face down, let me see how you're doing. It's a difference in chiropractic and medicine. You say yes, everybody say yes. Here's the intention, knowing that the adjustment is right and having enough faith in Innate that you can remove yourself from the outcome. Here's the intention. A patient will come to me with anything. I don't care what they walk into with. Migraines, headaches, diabetes, cancer. I don't care what they come with. It's irrelevant what their symptoms are. It's irrelevant on the outside. It's only relevant what's on the inside. And I have so much faith in the innate intelligence of the body, of the universal intelligence that's expressing through that cell. I have so much faith that I have no attachment to the outcome. Only attachment is to the focused intention of moving that bone specifically through the facet plane line. Intention is trusting the principle so deeply that your ego, your force, and your fear no longer interfere with the adjustment. Lona talked about it a little bit. Your intention, you have got to trust the principles of chiropractic so deeply, so deeply. And where does all that come from? It's 2026. Where does chiropractic fit in today? I see this all the time. The advancement of the profession, I don't know what they do over here in Australia. I'm just starting to learn, how things are working, how the schools are teaching, how things are going. But I can tell you the rest of the world, they are back-asswards. Everybody say yes. Yeah. And so here's what I want you to do. This is what I want you to understand about, in my opinion, today when the patients come to see you, when they come into your office, when we can stand up here and me and Lona and the rest of the speakers, we can preach at you all damn day. But at the end of the day, you're going to leave here and you're going to go back to your office on Monday and people are going to walk in and you've got to be able to serve them. And the reason you're here is because you want something in your heart so you can serve a little more. Say yes. All right. But I want you to understand something. Today's patients, they're attracted to the unexpected. The unexpected. Has anyone here ever heard the name Sigafus? All right, James Sigafus. He was one of my heroes and mentors. I listen. This is how old I am. I listen to his cassette tapes on the way to the office every single day, all the way to the office, at lunch, and all the way home every single day. Did you guys ever see what James wore to the office? He had real long hair, great big beard, round glasses. He looked like he was on a beach vacation all the time. He literally looked crazy all the time. And the man had a practice 15 miles outside of town down a dirt road in no farmhouse, and he'd see 600 a day. They want something different from you. They don't want to walk into your office and walk into another medical office or a dentist office or a physical therapy office. They don't want another what there already is. They want you to look the part of a chiropractor. They want you to act the part of a chiropractor. They want you to be a chiropractor. What is that? This is what Fred Barge said. Try on a new suit of... Does anybody know Fred Barge? Anybody? Raise your hand if you've read Are You the Doctor? Oh, for crying out loud. What? I thought you all were chiropractors. Listen, go to Tor, T-O-R, torstore.org and get Are You the Doctor immediately. I read it like 20 times. Fred Barge was one of the greatest chiropractic philosophers and teachers and chiropractors that we've ever had. He said, try on a new suit of chiropractic, the new coat, so to speak. Wear it until it's very comfortable, and you'll never be comfortable without it again. What he's saying is, once you become a chiropractor, Lona talked about it, once you become a chiropractor, not just someone with a chiropractic degree, and that's what I see all over the damn world, is just people go to school, they get a degree, I'm a chiropractor, and they go to their practices, and they have no clue what they're doing. Try on the new coat of chiropractic. Now, We keep using the word chiropractic over and over and over and over and over and over. But what is it? And I'm here to preach the gospel of what it is. Raise your hand if you know who this is. Raise it real high. Everybody in this room should know who this is. This is Reverend Samuel Weed. Now raise your hand if you know what he did. Every hand should go up in this room. Reverend Weed named chiropractic. Don't you think you might want to know that? Everybody say yes. All right. Reverend Weed named it. And now I was just in Iowa, about 2 hours from Davenport, speaking to 300 chiropractors, 2 hours from the first chiropractic adjustment where it was created, right, and discovered. And I asked this question, they didn't even know who it was. And then I asked the question, okay, he named it, but the bigger question is, why? Why did he name it? And then I get all the, well, it's Greek and it's by the hand. No, that's how he named it. Why did he name it? And listen, this is so important. I want you guys to get this in your brain.